please don't get anybody sick, because like if you go out in public and you pass your germs to somebody else and they pass your germs to somebody else and somebody else and somebody else and somebody else, and before you know it, like all of these people are passing around those germs that you brought out in public. And yeah, somebody else gave them to you. This is not like a blame shame game where we're trying to figure out who's at fault. What it is saying you have the responsibility to keep yourself sequestered away from other people when you are sick. Stay away from other people when you're sick. So basically, since well before COVID ever started, since well before that, I have been being really careful with my health. And like, if it's flu season, I would try and like limit the social gatherings that I go to. Always bring a health mask with me. I pay attention to, like, did I touch a doorknob, you know, and sanitize my hands, you know, or wash my hands thoroughly, which is even better. Also, like, if I'm going to an event where I know the people there, I may ask them, like, has anybody been sick recently? And I want this to become more normalized and like everybody just start doing this. Like, has anybody been sick recently? Has anyone had any symptoms of illness recently? Because one of the things that I've noticed over the years, and I found a video to back this up, but I can't find it now, so I don't know what happened, but it was a really great video, and it talked about how, like, as long as you still have symptoms, you can still transmit whatever the illness is that you've had. So if you're like, oh, but I'm feeling better, I'm on the mend, I'm getting over something, those phrases are literally trash. Because, like, if you still have any kind of symptoms, you are still capable of passing that illness from person to person. So that's something that I've been really try to be really careful about. I don't want to pass illness to anybody else, so I stay home when I'm sick. And it's really helpful to wear masks. I think it's really important when you go through what I go through when you get sick. This is just the basics. I mean, like, you know, I think it's pretty reasonable. A couple of things that I wanted to say are we need to change the way that illness is dealt with in this country and teach kids throughout their school years, from kindergarten on up, every single year have health class, how to stop the spread of illness, how to take care of wounds, how to take care of your body well, you know, eat well, keep your inflammation low, avoid things that cause cancer, all of that. We need to start doing that every single year in a big way from kindergarten on up. And if that's already happening, I mean, post it in the comments. I want to hear about it. This is really important to me, bringing health learning into schools early and keeping it consistent. It is not something we can afford to just like pass off to preteens as, you know, and teens as like, oh, well, this is health class. It's all about sexual health. And they ignore it because at that point they're like, ugh, they're trying to boss us more and, you know, like lecture us more. And that is not when it gets started. Little kids need to learn how to put on band-aids, right? You don't just put it on over a dirty cut. You have to wash your cut, you have to disinfect it, you know, have clean hands before you put the band-aid on, stuff like that, you know. But also other stuff like, you know, staying home when you're sick, wearing a mask to prevent the spread to other people, not going out in public, washing your hands, staying safe and healthy no matter what's going on in the world. No matter what is going on in the world, we still need to protect each other from illness, because the more an illness spreads and mutates, the more it can become resistant to medicines, antibiotics, antivirals, whatever. So we need to prevent illnesses from just spreading and getting worse.